2024 so far has not been a great year for Dreamworks. Well, to most people, that is. Dreamworks started out this year with the Netflix exclusive Orion in the Dark, a pretty cute and well received film that definitely got forgotten now and swept under the rug, which is a shame. But most audiences will predict the start of the studio's downfall is blamed on the disappointing arrival of Kung Fu Panda 4 and the downright hideous inclusion of Megamind vs. the Doom Syndicate. Two well known and beloved franchises tarnished from mediocrity and quick cash grabs. And after hearing about certain layoffs from the studio to set after their next film, and the studio being more collaborative with side studios, the feeling is a little gloomy. And that really is unfortunate, because a while back everyone was saying that Dreamworks was heading in the right direction during 2022, and was easily knocking out Disney and Pixar with critical acclaim and box office success. Both The Bad Guys and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish dominated Best of the Year list, and showed that Dreamworks were heading in a more creative and innovative approach to their films, and they were eager to dip their toes into more experimental stories. But 2023 rolled around and proved that wasn't going to be the case. The studio tried a new IP with Ruby Gillman, but failed to find an audience, making the film a box office bomb and getting less than mixed reception on release. It didn't help that the trailers pretty much spoiled half of the movie, making the film feel predictable. Dreamworks also put out the third film to the Trolls franchise, Band Together, which barely anyone was looking forward to, due to Trolls being a very bland franchise in general. Since then, Dreamworks has been fumbling the ball trying to get their streak back, but I think after these few misses, the time has finally come as they're back in action with a couple of new releases under their belts. First, we have The Wild Robot, set to be released on September 27th, as is this recording. Based on the book of the same name, the film is about an activated robot willing to help raise a baby goose before migration, with the help of an opossum and fox. Director Chris Sanders said he took inspiration from classic Disney films and the works of Hayao Miyazaki, and had the style of the film be stylized CG, describing it as a Monet painting. And it shows, as the animation is so vibrant and beautiful to look at. The character designs themselves look remarkable, as they complement the backgrounds easily. The main character, Roz the Robot, definitely feels like the same lovable design of previous animated androids, like Wall-E and Baymax. Mark Hamill, who voices one of the characters, has also stated that the reason he chose to be in the film was because it gave him the same feelings as him being Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars franchise, and that's saying something. Now, I will admit, I haven't actually read the book, and after the first trailer with no dialogue, I was a bit disappointed that the film will have voice acting after the second trailer dropped, which is a shame, since I do like when certain films just let the visuals do the talking. But hey, I can't really complain when a film is actually going through the source material. The film has already been released through the Toronto Film Festival, with critical acclaim from first showings, and that's a good sign. It looks like Dreamworks will knock this out of the park with a truly special film. Now, that does lead to a few people hitting unemployment with some new business controversy, so what does Dreamworks have in store after that? Well, we have Dogman, premiering on January 31st, 2025, and just had its first trailer dropped a couple of days ago. This movie is a spin-off and story within a story of the Captain Underpants franchise, which was also a film Dreamworks made. The premise is a dog and human cop being injured on the job, and both get a life-changing surgery, which in return births a new crime-fighting hero, Dogman. Just like Captain Underpants, Dogman stays true to its source material, as it keeps the same visual art style as the original illustrations from the graphic novels, which gives the film a very nice stylized feel to it. It definitely feels like Captain Underpants, with a little mix of the Peanuts movie as well. Another great thing is keeping the main character, Dogman himself, a pretty silent character, only making regular dog voices and not being voiced by a celebrity. The film is already looking to be a faithful adaptation to the series, with a childlike quality to the books, and a lot of slapstick and dog-related humor to go around with it. So yeah, despite written news about where Dreamworks is heading production-wise, and ignoring the little hiccups we had earlier this year, minus Orion of course, it looks like Dreamworks is back on the right track again. And they have always been an inconsistent studio with their films, so I guess saying that they were on their downfall seems a bit exaggerated, but after a stellar 2022 and a mid-2023 and even worse 2024, hopefully things start to pick up more financially and critically for the studio.